Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Rewind 2024. I am sitting here with a man that does not need any introduction, Mr. Buster Bloodvessel. Thank you very much for joining us.
Pleased to meet you.
Welcome to Scotland.
It's always a pleasure coming to Scotland. It's where my mum's from.
Oh, is that right? Where's she from?
Perth.
No, you're
Absolutely,
joking.
from
Really?
Perth, yeah.
This is a homegrown lad. Right?
Absolutely, I'm
Oh, that's
homegrown.
fantastic. Is this the first time you've been up to Rewind
Douglas,
Scotland?
we Douglas.
Douglas,
eh?
yes, that's your real name, isn't it? A very
Absolutely,
Scottish name.
yes.
Is this the first time you've been up for Rewind Scotland, or are
Yes,
you
it's the first time we run Scotland, yes.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've just been out there and we just watched a gig, and there's lots of people dressed in their braces and their bucket hats and jumping around.
Yes.
I mean, it's synonymous with your gigs. But you formed Bad Manners, I believe, in 1976. Is that right?
75 we actually
Was it 75?
started.
Right, and
Yes.
it was you were all at the same school together in
Yeah,
London.
we all went to school together.
So
yeah.
how did that happen?
Woodbury Down.
Well, right, okay. So you're all mates and just got together,
Yes,
was it?
yes. I just said I've got this great idea. Why don't we form a band? And they all started learning their instruments, and eventually we played with the teachers, and we done an assembly, and everybody enjoyed it. So I said, well, that's our career, isn't it?
And that's it.
And that's it. And that's
So how
never
old were
thought
you
it was
in
going to be
1976? Now? You were still a comprehensive school.
75.
75, sorry.
I was 15.
Right, okay. So when you're gigging first, because
Yes.
obviously you're very well known for the
Yes.
pub and club scene. That's your
Very
audience,
much so,
in the
yes.
pubs, in
Absolutely.
pubs, dirty, grungy pubs on a
Yes.
Saturday night,
Absolutely.
everyone drinking and
Hot and
having a
sweaty.
good time. I
Yes.
love it. That's it. So obviously, I followed. I'm 50 years old this year. I just turned 50, and I followed your music in the 80s,
Yes.
and I really enjoyed it. But you were always a bit of a rebel. Now,
Yes.
I know that. I'm not sure if anyone knows this, but you got banned from Top of the Pops.
Yes.
Now, apparently, it was for painting your head red.
That's
Is
right.
that right? So
It
tell
wasn't me who painted my head red. It was the makeup lady who painted my head red. And she got fired.
No.
And unfortunately, I suggested it to her.
Oh, dear.
So they did say to me at that point, well, we're not going to have you on Top of the Pops anymore. And that was the last time we appeared on Top of the Pops.
Well, they're lost. They're lost. People
Absolutely.
can be a little bit too
Crazy.
stuffy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Paint your head red. You know. It was her who did it, not me.
Oh, well.
My suggestion.
Well, look, I mean, ska bands, there's a lot of musicians on stage.
Yes.
Throughout you've had
Ridiculous.
42 musicians in the band or something. I counted, and I was about 42 different musicians at some point in the band.
300.
Is it really? These are just the ones listed, is it?
These are B team up there today.
And how do you? I mean, obviously you've got a very, very loyal
Yeah.
following, and you see
Yeah.
up on stage. I mean,
Yes.
everyone's having the time of their lives.
They
I
have
mean,
a great time.
How
All the
does this
musicians love it.
evolution continue, and how do you keep getting that drive?
Yeah,
to keep going?
I think it comes from within the pleasure of playing in Bad Manners. Obviously, tonight's afternoon set was not our normal.
Yeah.
It was a very quick set.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when it's the big long set, it really gets people going. Really.
Well, I don't know if you're aware, but there's a Perth band called the Owls who are very much
Yes.
in the mould of Bad Manners.
Okay.
And the head man, John Ramsey, is a big fan of yours, and they're playing at 6:45 in the Pink Flamingo tent. Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about my phone.
Well,
I was going to say, if you're still here at 6:45, make sure you go over there.
Okay, well.
So what have we got to look forward to for the rest of the year? Because I know, obviously, you're still a very busy band.
Next year is 50 years of Bad Manners.
Wonderful.
So we are going to be playing all over, all gigs that we've done before. We're going to do them again if we can.
Brilliant.
Not every single one of them,
No.
but we're certainly going to be touring Britain. We're certainly going to be touring all around the world, various countries, South America, Japan, Australia, New Zealand, America.
Exciting.
Exciting.
So how do people keep an eye on what you're up to then?
Go to Bad Manners website.
Okay.
Uh,
Are you on all of Facebook and Instagram and
All
all
the
that?
lot,
I
all
bet
the
you're
lot,
not
yeah.
the one doing it, though, right?
I never do anything like that. I'm rubbish at that.
So, well, it has been an absolute pleasure and a privilege to talk to you. I'm really
Thank you.
privileged that you came up here. Fantastic, and thank you very much
Great,
for taking the time to talk
great
to
show.
us.
Great
Thank
show.
you. Thank you very much,
Cheers.
everybody.
Thank
See
you.